My husband, Ahmed, was a man who loved romantic adventures. One night, he lied to me and left the house. My whole world fell apart when I received a call from the hospital informing me that Ahmed had been involved in a car accident. But when I arrived there, the scene was completely different from what I had imagined. Another young woman had also been injured in the accident. She had been admitted under the name Manatsa. She was fair-skinned, delicate, beautiful, and no more than 20 or 22 years old. At that moment, everything became clear to me, and I silently waited for Ahmed to regain consciousness. Ahmed's wife possessed every quality of a respectable and devoted woman. She never failed in serving her husband and managed the household with remarkable care, turning their home into a place filled with warmth and happiness. Her in-laws and neighbors always praised her, telling Ahmed how fortunate he was to have such a beautiful and faithful wife. They believed that a home blessed with a woman like her would always be filled with God's mercy. God had also blessed them with 3 young children whose cheerful laughter filled every corner of the house. Whenever Ahmed returned home from work, he found a spotless house and a joyful atmosphere. His heart would overflow with happiness, and he would tell his wife, "Bano, since you came into my life, I feel as though I have gained all the wealth in the world. If I ever look at another woman, you have every right to take my life." Everyone believed Ahmed loved his wife deeply, but that was far from the truth. He was not a virtuous man, he merely wore the mask of one. He was always attracted to new faces. Whenever he saw a young and beautiful woman, his heart would be restless, and he would do everything possible to win her over. Perhaps that was simply his nature. While he was at home, Bano was the only woman in his eyes. But the moment he stepped outside, his gaze began following every attractive face he encountered. His wealth gave him the confidence to begin a new romantic affair whenever he wished. Sometimes he succeeded, and sometimes disappointment became his only reward. Fortunately for Bano, she knew nothing about her husband's secret life. In today's society, where women have become active outside their homes, many unimaginable tragedies have also emerged. In the past, women mostly remained within the safety of their homes, and people believed they were protected there. But times have changed, and everyone has their own way of thinking. As traditional family systems weakened, marriage itself became a challenge for many young women. Office jobs demanded modern appearances and stylish clothing that naturally attracted attention. Young women who stepped into the workforce carrying dreams on their shoulders often found themselves exhausted before their dream of marriage could ever come true. The department where I worked was exactly like that. Every day, we met new young women. Ahmed also worked there and was my immediate supervisor. His affairs may have remained hidden from his wife, but they were certainly not hidden from us. He was an expert at forming relationships with female employees and often spent his evenings with a different woman. We frequently heard stories about his latest affair or that he was staying in a hotel with someone new. Poor Bano had no idea what was happening. She waited for him late into the night, believing his position in the airline required overnight duty. Ahmed took full advantage of her trust. He was not an ordinary employee but a senior officer. Sometimes Bano invited us to her children's birthday parties and proudly said, "I am the queen of Ahmed's heart. He could never belong to anyone but me." She had no idea that Ahmed's close friend, Zishan, was involved in trafficking and exploiting women.